Hi guys, how you doing? We are getting wood. So I just want to do a quick video. I'm sure you guys are expecting or indeed have been expecting the second part of Chad and Pyro and I going through the mansion. There has been a delay on that, I do apologise, and primarily this video is to talk about that delay. Basically, as you guys may know, if you follow me on Twitter and stuff, I am currently at college doing a course, and I've been working on that. It's an evening class. It's not, super high level or anything, but it's been throwing a fair bit of work at me in the last few weeks rather. I've been working very hard on doing what's called a micro teach, which is where you plan a lesson. It's a 15-minute lesson in front of a few other students in your class, and those of you who are teachers are probably familiar with it and may think it's no big thing, but it is the first one we've done, and I want to try and get good marks. And the thing about it is, it's not so much teaching the subject, it's they teach you all these different things about inclusion and differentiation and all this sort of stuff, which basically means different people learn different styles. So you've got to get all these different styles in. You've got to get handouts on there. You've got to assess that they've learnt what you're doing. So you've got to put in ways of getting feedback that they've understood what you said. And there's all this sort of stuff, and you've got to shoehorn all this into a 15-minute lesson, which it's quite a fuss. So that's what I've been doing, and I've got quite a lot of work on. I am recording this as I've just finished a podcast, which is the first podcast I've done in quite a long time, because I've been busy. So I thought, well, I've killed another few. I've got three essays to write before tomorrow's lesson class at 5. So before, so yeah, it's probably going to be an all-nighter, I don't know. There's a lot going on, but that is fundamentally what has been keeping me from doing editing. Now, the other thing is, you will notice it in the episode that has already come out, and you may have noticed it in the past, but I used DX Story, and for a while it's been going a bit weird. It'll put in random blocks of colour, just a single frame. So like if you did it now, it would be bright orange, because it seems to take it from the sky block. It's so strange. There's nothing wrong with the game as I'm playing it, but when DXT records it, so it just throws these random single frame full colour screens in. And the fact that it is related to the skybox colour, I don't know. I'm assuming that's some interaction between the game and DX Story. I don't really understand the mechanics of how this stuff is recorded to know for sure. But at night time it'll be a very dark blue, and during the day it'll be that very pale blue. And it would do it once in a while. And it wasn't a major problem. It was slightly annoying, but I could deal with it. What I'd do is if I spotted it, I didn't always, but when you're scrubbing through, if I found it, I would then stop the video and I would slice out that single frame. And it is a pain in the bum, but it's doable. Now it's got to the point where and you'll see in the later episodes of the mansion thing. It's just getting crazy. It's like I'm seriously starting to worry that people with epilepsy watching it might actually have a fit. It's that bad. It's going crazy. So, after a lot of fussing about, I have actually ditched Dick Story, and this is being recorded. Well, I mean, the voiceover is being recorded separately anyway. Oh gosh, for reasons I will go into, I suppose. So I recorded this in DX Story, and that was the other thing it did. It didn't record any footage. I had like 3 frames at the start, and then it went bleh, and it's just a matte mid-grey. And bizarrely, it did this with Everspace as well, so that wasn't just a game. I think that was probably the final straw. So I recorded this once, obviously without the bits about I've dumped a big story because I hadn't at that point, and it was great. So then I have moved to OBS Studio. I always use OBS, but the old I use, what is it? Just OBS, I think, for streaming. This is OBS Studio, which is a slightly different program. And I didn't use it before because it tended to crash quite a lot on 64-bit, but it seems to be a lot better now. And with that, you can have multiple audio channels, which is the thing that kept me on Dick Story. And I do not understand why it's so hard to find recording software that can handle multiple audio channels. It's so weird. No one else seems to want to do it. So, after a lot of faffing about, got that working. I think Kurt actually, who kind of suggested that one, so thanks to him. And now it's not quite as easy. Well, I say it's not quite as easy as Dick Story, but Dick Story used to right-click in Windows Explorer on the file, the video file, and you could split the audio channels out. Because Premiere will only deal with one audio channel; they can't see multiples, which is a bit of a pain. I mean, I don't know, the new one might, but the version I'm using certainly doesn't. So, but if you right-click on the one that comes out from OBS, it doesn't have that option. So I have to find a way of dealing with that. And as it happens, you can open it in Audacity, which is good because I will always open my audio in Audacity anyway to get rid of background noise. My mic seems to pick up a lot of hiss, and it picks up my PC quite a lot, which is strange because it is under the desk and my mic's probably the best part of 4 feet from it. You know, it's well over a metre away, so you would have thought. And there's a desk between the two, but apparently it can pick it up. It's crap at picking up my voice, but it's good at picking up hissing noise. So I always run it through Audacity anyway to get rid of the white noise and stuff. So it's not a biggie having to open it in Audacity, as I do anyway. So hopefully you guys will notice the quality is a little better. I'm just watching it now on VLC while I'm doing this recording, and it looks pretty good. It's a little, you could probably, well, actually, yeah, there's a bit. Yeah, it's raining at the moment. That's the trouble because that really screws with the compression. Yeah, I think we could probably up the file sizes a little bit, up the bit rate. But this is all experimentation. But yes, sorry for the delays. Say there's a lot of editing to be done in that group thing, so it kind of took a lot out of me. I have recorded a run through of Everspace, as that has been updated, and that works really well now, and it's such a lovely game. I enjoy that so much. So I've done a run of that. I was going to do one sector for each episode, which will make sense if you know the game, and it won't if you don't. But in actual fact, I've had to split most of the sectors into two because it was like 40-minute episodes, and I didn't want that. I wanted it fairly short. So I have done that, and they will be out shortly too. They're in fact uploaded already. So they'll be out shortly, probably tomorrow. What we'll do is I'll put this out today, and I'll put that out tomorrow, and then I'll put out the next Chad and Pyro episode after that. Also, I have a job interview next week, so I've got these essays to do for tomorrow, and hopefully get that out of the way, and then I've got to prepare for this job interview because it's a good one and it's quite a big one, so it's going to need a fair amount of preparation for. So I've got it on Tuesday, so that would be quite nice because I could really do with that. It's a good job. Sounds fun. So yeah, we'll see. But thank you for sticking around. It is my Patreon server 2-year anniversary, actually technically yesterday, I believe. I did put a post on Twitter, but for those of you who are watching that don't follow me on Twitter and are Patreon supporters, again, I would like to say a massive thank you to you guys. I mean, it is a great little community we built there, and I'm really glad that people are enjoying it. It's a really good group of people, and if you are a Patreon supporter of me and you're not on the server, do send me a message and get on it because it is well worth it. We do lots of good little fun things. I think we're doing something on Saturday, hopefully. And they're just a great group, and they're really into it. And the server's a fantastic place to be. I really do wish I could be on there more. But I try and do this, and then you kind of a little bit Minecrafted out. Still, you know, I'm enjoying Minecraft again, but not to the level I was, so I need to look my way into that, I think. But I certainly enjoy playing with them when we do the UHCs and other stuff like that. I am very thankful for them, because if it wasn't for those guys, I would not still be here, and that is a definite. So thank you. And if you're not, if you do like what I do, and you're not part of the Patreon thing, by all means do sign up and say hi. And yeah, get on the server if you want. You don't, I mean, you're not obliged to, but I highly recommend it. It's good. So thank you again to you guys, and hopefully I'll get streaming. Again, might do something at the weekend, but again, I am just so crazy busy with like shit. It's all shit that takes forever to do as well. It's not like I've got 6 things to do and each one of them takes half an hour. I've got 6 things to do and each one of them takes 5-10 hours. You know, it's just crazy. So yeah. Thanks, guys. Keep an eye. And again, just always follow me on Twitter if you don't already, because that's where all the really important stuff gets shouted out. And I will speak to you guys soon. Take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.